Colleen, you're watching HSN. We're excited you're here because it's the final 2 hours of the day with Andrew Lessman and your last chance to get his incredible Today Specials that have been flying out the door. We have two Today Specials, both amazing values, one-time-a-year offers, actually. And we're going to start off with the circulation and vein support first and then take you on to glucosamine and chondroitin. How are you doing?
I'm good, although I was just saying, normally I'm not a good napper. I was watching the game, and it was a good game, but yeah. I dozed off, so I'm now waking up, hopefully.
You're allowed a little cat nap.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm not a napper either.
Muriel's a professional napper. She can fall asleep for a half hour, 40 minutes, and be perky.
I wish I could do that.
I cannot.
I'm probably like you. If I take a nap, then I'm like out.
Oh, I thought I missed the show. I thought I'd been asleep for like 3 hours.
Oh, that would be bad.
No, that would not be good.
You and your phone would be ringing.
Yes, they'd be knocking on my door.
That's right. Well, we are glad you're all here and you're wide awake with us because we do have some fun things to talk about. And if you have not seen the Today's Special yet, we only had two shows today. We had our midnight show. We had a show at noon. So if you were out and about, you maybe have not seen this yet. And this is it. It's the final show, final chance. And the circulation and vein support is unquestionably one of your best-selling products, top reorder products, top-rated products. It is just, it's such a remarkable product. When you hear the research Andrew will share with us, it's exciting to know there's a supplement that can help so much with the health of the veins and capillaries in your legs. I'm going to show you what the offer is real quick, and then we're going to get into detail about this, because this is the biggest, best value we offer on this product. It's never, ever been offered at a better buy than what you are seeing here tonight. So it's a 60, 180, 360, or 750 caps. All right, here's where the pricing is going at midnight. Right now, check it out, $129.90 for 750 capsules. That's normally what we charge for 360 capsules.
And that 360 is the normal large size.
Right.
So we're more than doubling up, and you're getting it for the same price as the normal size.
Right, so this, in fact, this size expires.
Goes away.
Goes away,
Absolutely.
Right. So there you go.
We won't have any left anyhow.
We will not. I mean, luckily, Andrew clearly is a manufacturer, because if he weren't, more often than not, when we do our Today's Specials, especially something this popular, it doesn't make it till the end of the day. So we're excited we have yours waiting here for you. You can do flex pay on the larger choices, and if you'd like to get more than one bottle of the 750, we'll take another $10 off any additional bottle that you choose.
You could even sort of, with the other Today's Special, glucosamine chondroitin, you can mix and match.
Yep.
Any of the large sizes, if you get more than one bottle of any of the large sizes, either one, so if you get one of each, you're paying $10 less for the second. And if you get a third, if you're sharing with someone else, $10 off. So we often try to do that. It makes shipping more efficient for us, for HSN, and it also is more environmentally sound. So we always try to do something like that with the larger size. And with circulation and vein support, it's funny, I was fielding and hearing a lot of questions today. I went to the gym and someone was talking to me about the product, and they said, well, is this a product that's good for the appearance of the blood vessels in my feet, ankles, and calves, the veins, which have changed as I've gotten older? Or is this really for the sensation you have at the end of the day, say the tingling or the heaviness or restlessness? Which is it for? And I said, it's for both. And they said, really, it deals with both? And I said, it's not that it's something special dealing with both, because they're both a result of the same cause, the same mechanisms, the same changes in the tone of our blood vessels and the permeability of our capillaries. So the same thing that causes the enlargement of the blood vessels and the swelling of the tissues is the same thing that causes a more neurological, a sensation of tingling, a sensation of swelling or discomfort. So they really are one and the same. So it doesn't make it any more special that it affects both, because the only way you deal with one is by dealing with the other, because they're the result of the same cause. So whether it is, and even as we were reading on, I think we read at least a half a dozen reviews today that talked about hemorrhoids, of all things. But hemorrhoids are, again, just the result of
veins, right?
Exactly, of a blood vessel that becomes distended or enlarged. So once again, when all you do is give your body the tools it needs to maintain a tissue that's challenged, a tissue that's under stress given the way we are designed and the way we live, when all you do is provide the tools to support that tissue better, to promote really the body's own mechanisms for maintaining that tissue better, that's when you see the results, that's when you feel the results. And if you look at the reviews here, and if this product had 250 reviews, it would be amazing that it had 250 reviews when you think in the context of products we see that are reviewed. And if 80+% were perfect 5 stars, and if 95% of those reviews were positive reviews, you think, wow, what an unbelievable product that it could perform like that. And essentially the way we human beings love to disagree, that it could have such a unanimous, such unanimously positive reviews. Well, it's not 200 of 250 that are 5-star reviews. It's over 2,000 of approximately 2,500. So multiply that exceptional number by 10 and you get a sense of what you can expect with this product. And I really encourage everyone to read the reviews, because the reviews speak more clearly and passionately and enthusiastically than I ever could.
Yeah, there are actually literally thousands, over 2,000 perfect 5-star reviews on this product. It's a product that you will absolutely feel a difference in the way your legs, your ankles, your calves feel. You will see a difference in the way your legs, ankles, and calves look. And that is the key. That's why those of us who take it, and we take it religiously every day, you take 2 capsules a day, which is why we recommend the 750, because that's gonna last you for a year. But the bottom line is, if you're noticing your legs swell, if you're noticing that you know when you look at your legs, if your veins and your capillaries are not toned. If your veins and capillaries are not toned, first of all, you can see it. Visually, you can see that. But also, that's where the swelling comes into play, because there's actually liquid seepage. There's seepage from our veins and capillaries when they're not toned. This product will help to tone those delicate veins and capillaries in our legs. And when your legs, your veins and your capillaries are toned, your legs feel more toned. They look more toned, but they feel the whole way your legs feel. If your legs feel heavy, if your leg, people talk about that in the reviews too. They feel like they have lead weights on their ankles by the end of the day, because all the blood that accumulates down there.
The way it works is when the blood vessels are more toned, they're less, and you'll see in the research they talk about distension, they're less likely to enlarge. When the blood vessels start enlarging, when there's more, when you're not getting the kind of healthy flow through those blood vessels, what happens is fluid then, it becomes more permeable, and fluid then passes out of the walls of those blood vessels and capillaries, and the tissues then swell. And the tissues swelling, that's what creates the pressure, that's what creates the feelings of heaviness, and the exact attributes of healthy blood vessels. And I'll read them again. If you read the research on the key ingredients in this product, it is exactly what they speak to. The exact attributes of healthy blood vessels that change, and not in our favor as we get older, those are the exact attributes that this product transforms and changes in our favor. So time is taking its toll. The way we live, the way we eat, the fact we're overweight, as a society, these are all things that challenge those blood vessels. So I think most of us just expect that there's nothing we could do about it, and this product can't possibly make a difference. I think that's one of the reasons why the reviews are so enthusiastic, is that people don't expect it to work. And if there's any time that we get very enthusiastic about something, it's when we're surprised. And I think that's one of the things you get in the reviews, is absolute surprise. And what I'm going to do in the future, I keep saying that we should do this, take those reviews, because they're all in a computer document, a Word document, and just look at how often these exceptional phrases like miracle, changed my life, couldn't live without, that these are phrases that don't pop up here and there in the reviews. They pop up constantly. And it really is a product that goes to the human condition. The fact that we stand upright, gravity pulls everything down. Our heart is here. Our heart is a powerful pump. The muscles in our legs are the most hungry tissues in our body in terms of the biggest muscles, oxygen and nutrients, and they generate waste products. And that heart pumping that fluid down there, it gets the oxygen and nutrients down there, but can that blood get back up? Gravity says no. Gravity wants to keep it there. And the only way we bring it back up is pumping more fluid behind. So essentially, our heart is a pump, yes, circulating fluid, but it's a pump that it's inflating the tissues that gravity is assisting in inflating in our lower extremities. So what we have as a human condition is entirely expected. The fact that it gets worse over time and over our lifetime, the way we live, completely expected. But I think for most people, even equally unexpected is the fact that this can make a difference. We'll read some reviews. What I first wanted to do was just go through the science again, because the quotes are impressive, and you can't argue against the quotes, the science. The folks doing the research, they don't sort of, as they say, have a dog in the fight. They just want to get some good information out there. And the really passionate language, even that they use in the science, it's pretty unscientific. It's something that I think they're surprised by as well.
Absolutely. I want to show you one more time. We get a lot of channel surfers on Sunday night. So if you are just stopping in, we're glad you're here because this is it. We do this one time a year. This is your last chance to order this wonderful product at the lowest price we offer. It's one that absolutely, unequivocally is life-changing for so many people. And when you read, and you'll hear some of those reviews coming up, but I just want to show you the value one more time. Most people are ordering the $750. I'll find out from Stephen how many are left in the $750. I'm hoping we have enough to get us to the end of our show, but the $750 is by far, as you look at the little counter over here, by far the majority of the people are ordering the largest choice, because obviously that's where you're getting your biggest savings. You're saving almost as much as you're spending, and normally we don't even carry this in a $750 size. The largest we carry is a $360. So the key here is that you are getting, normally we charge $129.90 for 360 caps. Today you are getting, check it out, $750 for the same price. Unbelievable value. Plus we put this on FlexPay. All of these three choices are also on FlexPay.
And just to give you a sense of the value again, this is a fraction of the price when we introduced it almost 20 years ago. This is our best price ever. That 750 capsule supply is more than a year's supply. So this is a product that you don't have to take more than 2 capsules a day. I really recommend 2 as the proper dose. Some of the reviews we'll see said they got perfect results, wonderful results, taking 1 capsule a day. Still, I always say follow the science, and if you read the science says this dosage is best at 2 capsules per day. That's when you're going to get the best results. But I just will read some quotes from the science, and although the science might not be exciting, it should be, because the science is really what underscores the benefits. Yes, the reviews tell us that you can trust this and other people have had the experience you're seeking, but the science is what told us how to make the product. This is what should really instill confidence. So from a medical journal called International Angiology, the efficacy was clearly demonstrated, strong words, clearly demonstrated with a rapid improvement. Wow. So the efficacy wasn't just demonstrated with an improvement. It was clearly demonstrated with a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months. And the functional signs are those attributes of healthy circulation I was talking about, being maintained all the way till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumferences, so literally the size of ankles and calves were reduced, is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration through capillary walls. As I said, when our blood vessel walls get sort of leaky, when fluid permeates out, that's when those tissues swell. This fact confirms the positive role of diosmin with hesperidin, the key ingredients in this product, on tissue microcirculation. From the International Journal of Microcirculation, another respected journal. The use of diosmin with hesperidin has been shown to improve venous tone, the tone of veins, microvascular permeability. It improves the permeability so you don't get that swelling, lymphatic activity, and microcirculatory nutritive flow, the ability to nourish our tissues in our legs. From angiology, pharmacological and clinical studies demonstrated the comprehensive mode of action of diosmin with hesperidin. It increases venous tone, it improves lymph drainage, and it protects the microcirculation. Diosmin with hesperidin, as a result of its comprehensive mode of action, addresses both the macrocirculation, so our global circulation throughout our body, and microcirculation. That's where it really makes a difference in the size and enlargement of our veins and the tissues. Current vascular pharmacology, the clinical efficacy of diosmin with hesperidin in venous circulation, and that circulation in our veins, has been demonstrated by several randomized controlled studies, which are the highest quality studies, in which the rate of benefits was significantly shortened. So rapid onset. An explanation for the ability to speed relief comes from the protection diosmin with hesperidin exerts on the microcirculation. Current vascular pharmacology, diosmin with hesperidin reduced venous distension, enlargement of veins, and venous capacitance, and improved venous tone in women with various degrees of venous complaints. Men as well, this doesn't discriminate. Diosmin with hesperidin produced a significant decrease in venous capacitance, venous distensibility, and venous emptying. These are all the characteristics that in youthful veins are wonderful, and as we get older, they start to suffer. So what diosmin did is effectively turn back the clock on those characteristics of the circulation in our veins. In addition, these changes were accompanied by, not surprisingly, a decrease in the ankle and calf circumference. Numerous pharmacological and clinical studies have shown the effect of this agent, diosmin, with hesperidin on the tone of our blood vessels and the microcirculation. I think it's still diosmin. Diosmin mainly works by increasing the contraction of veins and local lymphatic drainage. The effects of diosmin are reflected in the reduction of capillary hyperpermeability and fragility in controlled clinical studies. Diosmin, in World Journal of Gastroenterology, diosmin exerts its effects on the structure of our veins, vasculature, by increasing vascular tone, lymphatic drainage, and capillary resistance. It also assumed to promote wound healing, which, of course, if circulation is improved, especially in our legs,
makes sense.
That's where it's very difficult to heal tissues in our legs because of the nature of the circulation in our legs.
Right.
Just wanted to show the formula here. When I introduced this formula about 20 years ago, the only ingredient was diosmin, 500 milligrams. Since that time, we've added hesperidin and rutin. That follows the best European clinical studies. So we increased those. Then over the years, we added grapeseed extract, pine bark extract. A few years ago, we added butcher's broom extract. Rather than make it a separate product, because it's right up there with diosmin, we added it to this product. In fact, this is a special formula where we doubled it, because it was 40, 40, 40. We doubled the butcher's broom. The reason why we did that is here. And this is from a German medical journal called Drug Discovery, not a drug. The beneficial effect of butcher's broom, which has been well established for centuries in the pharmacopoeia of the Mediterranean countries, is now clinically established by its scientifically proven pharmacodynamic properties. That's a great little phrase for a botanical, for plant-based ingredients. Clinically established by its scientifically proven pharmacodynamic properties and clinical actions. And then we'll get specific here from International Angiology. In another study with butcher's broom, hesperidin, and ascorbic acid, we have all three of those in this product. A significant improvement in heavy legs, leg discomfort, cramps, and afternoon edema, swelling, was demonstrated, as well as an improvement in vein health following use. This is why, as well reviewed as this product was back in the day when we introduced it, we've added butcher's broom. It's only better reviewed.
Right.
The microcirculatory space is protected by the effect of butcher's broom extract on return circulation and by the action of hesperidin and vitamin C on the capillary wall. These reciprocal potentiation of the effects of these active principles is responsible for the efficacy, the effectiveness on venous return, how well blood returns in our veins. Last one from phlebology, which is the study of our blood. Previous studies have reported that butcher's broom, when combined with hesperidin and vitamin C, induces a significant decrease and a rapid regression of experiences including uncomfortable tired legs and the swelling of the lower limbs, exactly like diosmin and hesperidin. So that's what we have to count on.
Yeah, because those are serious medical journals that are talking about this. So when you hear the reviews, to Andrew's point, people love it because it works. Those of us who take it, we know it works. What you really know is if you run out and you stop taking it, and a week or two later, you start noticing that your legs just don't feel the same. If your legs feel heavy and fatigued, if you don't have the get up and go that you used to, if your legs are swollen at the end of the day, your ankles, your calves, your feet, at the end of the day, this is a product that I hope you will try. If you order the large one tonight, it's about $26 on your credit card. We're dividing it into monthly payments for you. So you can do your first payment right now. It's about $26, free shipping and handling. We send it home to you. You have an unconditional money-back guarantee. In a couple of weeks, you're going to know if this is working. If you decide you don't like it, you may return the unused portion. No questions asked. We credit your flex pay back to your account. No big deal, because we want you to love it. We're confident that you will. People don't return this, but just so you know, you absolutely can if you wanted to. You have a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So to make your first flex payment, get it home and see if it can't help you. The beauty of this, in a nutshell, is that we as Americans are more sedentary than ever before. We sit a lot. If you sit a lot for your job, or you sit a lot during the day, if you stand a lot, if you're on your feet, or if you sit, people that sit for a living, people who are taxi drivers, people who are limo drivers, people who work behind a computer all day. If you sit in a chair all day, that is terrible for our lower extremities and for the circulation in our legs, ankles, and calves. And we all know that. So this is a wonderful product for anybody who sits a lot, anybody who stands a lot. Because if you stand a lot, same deal, your legs fatigue. So the key to this today is you can do your first flex payment and try it. We really want you to try it. It's you know, a money-back guarantee. See for yourself if it doesn't make a huge difference. See why thousands of people took the time to review this and gave it rave reviews. Thousands of people gave it a perfect 5-star. And you just decide the size. After this show, after tonight, this offer expires. We normally sell 360 capsules for $129.90. We don't sell 750 capsules for $129.90. That's only today and only while supplies last. It's so worth it. When we talk about quality of life, you enjoy your life more when you feel like you want to do things. You have more energy because your legs feel more energized. So if you, by the end of the day, only just want to just sit and do nothing because your legs feel heavy, your legs are just not in the mood to do anything, this is a way for you to really try something that could truly work. I mean, that's the key, is that for those of us who take it, we know it works. We notice a difference. So I hope that you will try it. I've been taking this, I think, 18 years ago. Andrew launched this product. Would you say, Andrew, about 18 years ago?
Yes.
So I've been taking this every day for 18 years. I love this product. Absolutely love it. I know I say I take a lot of this, but I do. I have a whole vitamin room. And I have a whole regimen here. I do my morning vitamins, afternoon vitamins, evening vitamins, and I love it. I absolutely love it because I know that it's just, I get to live a better quality of life. And those of you that take Andrew's products, I know you feel the same way. So he's here to educate. He's here to bring us the finest product in the world. There is no better product that you can buy for the health of your circulatory system, your legs, ankles, calves, those delicate veins and capillaries. There is no better product on the market. This is completely natural. Andrew follows the science, so there is a real method to what he puts in this product and why and the amounts he puts in the product, because it's all based on research and science. Everything is pure and natural, easy to swallow, doesn't upset your stomach. I mean, there's not one thing that you will not love about taking Andrew Lessman vitamins.
And again, the way this is designed, it's designed to be respectful. It respects the science, it follows the science. Instead of putting it in a rock-hard tablet that would be hard to swallow and upset your stomach, we only use an ultrafine powder in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule. I recommend 2 capsules daily because that's consistent with the science. Some people take 1 capsule. The product is the least expensive it's ever been. In fact, the 2 capsules you'd be taking today would cost less than 1 capsule would have cost you 18 years ago.
Wow.
So the product is more affordable today. In fact, just versus the regular price. 2 capsules today cost the same as 1 capsule regular price. So the Today Special once a year, which is when we really feature this product, it's a great opportunity to experience something. And experience something that I think most of us doubt. So many of the reviews, you'll hear folks saying that they should have taken it sooner, or that they're inherently a skeptic or cynical. I think the way products are represented nowadays, it's easy to be, I'm cynical, I'm kind of skeptical, but that's why I spend so much time going over the science. I know the science is a little dry and the reviews are more interesting and exciting, but without the science, the reviews, I think, are lacking something. So the science is the foundation of why we make the product and how we make the product. The reviews are what breathes life maybe into the presentation. So, okay, so I'll do some reviews. Okay. Because I have 250 of them, 300 of them here. I think by the time I'm done, I feel badly. We print up all these charts.
I know.
And if I'm lucky, by the time we're done, I'll have read 30 reviews or 35 reviews.
Well, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
There really is.
I could spend hours talking about this.
Yeah.
Sometimes over the dinner table, that's exactly what I do. But this isn't work for me. So in fact, I always say the easiest part of my job is what I'm doing right now, because this is what I do all day long. I love to talk about my products. I love to talk about how they were developed, and every single product of ours, whether it's CoQ10 that we started making 35 years ago, whether it's additive-free encapsulation, these are all things that we started that no other company did. So it's something that I get excited to talk about. So I'll read some reviews, which for me is very rewarding to do.
Great.
But this is from Deb in North Carolina. Great product, it works. I love this supplement. I was having cramps in my legs, especially during the night, that would actually wake me up. Not anymore, because the circulation has increased and I feel better. I will never be without it. I take 2 capsules each day. As I get older, I'm realizing more every day how important our health is to having a quality of life,
Awesome.
quality of life. Andrew's products are superior to others on the market from Deb in North Carolina.
Very nice, Deb.
Feel good. And also, I hope everyone notices, this is not reviews that say, great product, thank you, Andrew.
Right.
These are serious reviews that people write, not for me, but for you.
Right.
To share their experience.
That's how
so you
excited
can
they
learn.
are.
Yeah.
You're right.
They want others to learn. They want others to learn from their
share the
experiences.
wealth.
Yep. Feel good. I just received this product and I immediately tried it. I stand for 8 hours, 5 days a week. My legs and feet get really tired and swollen.
Oh my gosh.
I've noticed after a week of taking 2 capsules a day, my swelling has gone down 75%. I will continue taking this product since it has helped my swelling, and I cannot go a day without them. My energy's increased. I have more flexibility in my legs. I don't have that heavy, sluggish feeling I used to suffer from. I highly recommend this product to anyone experiencing this. And I think we all experience that to some degree. Thank you, Andrew Lessman. You are a godsend. I will continue to use this product every day. My swelling is less and less.
Bravo. And she's on her feet 8 hours a day.
Right. Even here, it's we've often said that we're doing a show that now we have little rubber mats on the floor, but we would stand here for 3 or 4 hours in the past. We'd stand for 3 or 4 hours straight on a concrete floor. It all of a sudden gives you an incredible amount of empathy for someone who works in a job where they're on hard floors
every day
for 8, 10, 12-hour shifts.
Right.
And not just the empathy, it's just objectively not good for those tissues. So, and that's what we read in so many of the reviews from folks who have jobs who either require that or just equally challenging is jobs that have us sitting for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. Equally bad for our circulation.
Absolutely.
But as we come back here, I am amazed. I purchased these capsules not really sure if they would work, but I took a chance anyway. It's something you hear all the time in these reviews. I can't believe that after only 2 weeks, I have noticed a big difference in the way my legs feel. I didn't expect to work this fast. It does. It could work even faster than that in some folks. My legs used to ache and throb, but I have been telling my husband that they feel so much better now. Normally, when I walk through the mall, my legs tire out very fast. But the other day, I was shopping just about all day with my husband, and they didn't get tired until night.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's when we talk about the benefit of the benefit. We had a review about dancing and things. And
she can shop longer.
Yep. Maybe your husband's not happy about that.
That's right. Exactly.
Must have. My ankles, feet, and legs swell during long-distance flights. I'd been advised, that's another area, it's challenging. I'd been advised by my primary care provider to wear compression socks and elevate both legs to aid in circulation and comfort. I also began taking circulation vein support. The first week of taking 2 capsules per day, I noticed my legs and feet weren't as cold as before. Another thing we hear frequently. This is very important, and having it disappear was paramount to my well-being. I will continue taking this supplement because Andrew Lessman's supplements are the best. Thank you.
Excellent.
No more Charlie horses. I wouldn't get these cramps too often, but when I did, they were brutal. I got them mostly in the middle of the night, and I'd wake up screaming, scaring my husband half to death as he pounded the terrible squeezing hard lump away. Then I got a Charlie horse while swimming laps in the deep end of course. And if I hadn't been able to grab onto the lane rope, I would have definitely gone under. Scary. I started gulping bananas like a crazed ape. Needless to say, potassium, many people think that will help. Needless to say, Andrew's capsules are much better than bananas, and they're different, and 9 quarts of water a day. I haven't had these horrific Charlie horses since taking these little jewels and can now go to sleep and swim with confidence. Thanks for a great product.
Nice review.
Really works. I've had problems with a lot of aching in my legs on and off due to an accident I was involved in decades ago, which accidents, surgeries, things like that challenge the circulation of our legs. I knew even if they still bothered me after using this product, it would at least be good for the circulation. I was so surprised the first day I used this how great my legs felt. However, I wasn't going to write a review until I had used it for a while. This is an excellent product and the first time I've ever written a review about any supplement. I will definitely be buying this again. My legs feel great.
That's fantastic.
This product is, we have
That's
hundreds.
the first time she's ever left a review.
Oh, we have
And she wrote
many
a
of those.
book.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This product is really amazing. I feel this product has made a terrific change in the appearance of my legs because they not only feel better, but some veins are not as noticeable.
Exactly.
Thank God and your product, Rupert in Illinois. Circulation vein support, I was shocked when I went to get my capsules ready for the week and I didn't have enough circulation vein support. I had to place an order. I noticed a definite difference when I take the capsules. This is a must-have supplement for me. Helps my legs feel better. I have poor circulation and vein problems in my legs. Circulation vein support makes them feel a lot better. Thank you, Andrew, for putting this product together for us. I use so many of your vitamin supplements, and they are far superior to other brands. All of your products work, from Debbie in Texas, and we've read dozens of reviews today, and the one consistent thing that you'll notice in the reviews is a positive experience. That if you look at the reviews online, there's over 95% that are positive reviews, and we're not talking about 10 or 20, but over 2,000 5-star reviews, whether they're talking about the appearance of their legs, the swelling in their legs, the enlargement of the blood vessels in their legs, or the comfort of those tissues. It's the same thing you're hearing over and over, that the experiences that get worse as we get older, the challenges of our lives, this is an opportunity to make a difference.
And with over 40,000 already spoken for. We have a couple thousand left in each size. I don't know how many are left in the largest size, which the majority of the orders are on the largest size. And if you'd like to get more than one of the large size, either the 750 of the circulation and vein support or the 720 of the glucosamine chondroitin, which is our second today's special, you'll get an additional $10 off any of the largest size that you order. So please do note that. That is kind of an extra little bonus that we're offering if you decide to get more than one of either of the products in the largest size. So in the largest sizes are by far getting to be the most limited at this point. But the best news is, if you're just stopping by, I apologize, I just mentioned this before, but I know Sunday night, whenever Andrew and I work together, people stop in, they're surfing around. We're glad that you're checking out what we're up to, because this is the star of the day. It's our very best value on one of the most exciting products Andrew's ever brought to us. It's definitely a life-changing product. And if you want to try something new for yourself, you get to do your first flex payment. We take our price and divide that into monthly payments. So it's $26 for the largest one, and get it home and try it. You hear these people in a couple of weeks. I mean, some people notice a difference in a couple of days, but certainly in a couple of weeks, you're gonna start noticing a difference in the way your legs feel. I mean, that's the key, is that you get to try it after your first flex payment, see if you love it. If you don't, you can return it, but really nobody returns this product. Of everything we sell at HSN, Andrew's line of product is the lowest return rate product, because people are happy. And you have very satisfied customers out there.
And not by a little bit. We're the lowest return rate product by multiples.
That's great.
And this is among our lowest return rate products. Our healthy hair, skin, and nails, the circulation vein support, among the lowest return rate products.
Which you'd actually think would be the opposite, right? Because it's a vitamin supplement, and we sing the praises of it, and I think that a lot of people, the expectations are high. Right? People are expecting results. And so I think that's pretty remarkable when you think about it.
When I originally came to HSN, they had some other vitamins here, and their return rates were extremely high. So they were very worried that the return rates on my product would be equally high. Yeah. But I knew that they wouldn't be, because I had been at QVC previously, and we had the lowest return rate there as well. So it's just, I think, a byproduct of our making a product. We give reasonable expectations. I talk about the science, and I make a product that is consistent with that science, so it doesn't disappoint. So the product simply delivers in a fashion that's consistent with expectations. And what's great, what I love about the internet, there's a lot of things to love about the internet and not to love about the internet. What I love about the internet is the access it gives you to information. I think it's incredible that you could read all the reviews. I think it's incredible that you could read the information about this product, that there could be a video that I could provide about the product, that it gives you, to the extent that you're curious, it gives you an endless supply of information to be confident about a purchase before you make it. Yeah. And when it comes to your health, you should be informed and you should be confident. It shouldn't be something that you make arbitrarily. You should be making it based upon, say, the experience of others, and making it based upon your own good judgment, being able to review the information and the facts.
Yeah. In fact, the other thing to note about this, I had a question on my Facebook, somebody asking me questions about the supplements they were taking from Andrew Lessman. And one thing I would let you know, on every single bottle of vitamins, on every bottle, Andrew has a toll-free phone number here. So if you ever do have a question, they are there to help you. They're there to answer your questions for you, which I think is another, I mean, your customer service is wonderful too, because you're there to help out if you need anything.
And we truly are there. And when many people stop me and talk to me, they say that they spoke to someone and they had questions, or their doctor had called in. And an easy number to remember, we have a number on the bottle, an easy number to remember is 800-800-FREE. F-R-E-E,
Oh.
3733. It's a different number on the bottle.
Okay.
But 800-3733. Any questions that you might have about any of our products or another product you're taking, that's why we're here. I always say that anything that you get from my company, it should be an informed decision. The last thing I want you to do is simply get a product because I told you to do that. I want you to get a product because you've understood the information and it seems like a sound and reasonable decision for you. You should be informed, and if you don't love the product, you should send it back. You should return it and try something else, or just return it.
Exactly.
But that's the way it should be.
And the other thing, when you watch Andrew, the greatest thing about this, there's no manufacturer of vitamins that does what Andrew Lessman does. Let's just start there. The way they're made, the research behind every product, the amount of the ingredients that goes hand in hand with the research. But what I think is impressive about what you do, because we launched this product 18 years ago. As we go back 18 years ago and you look at the product today, this product has evolved. He has added new things, new ingredients to make it even better than it was when it was first introduced. Yep. You didn't have to do that. No. Most manufacturers don't do that, right? They make the product and they put the label on it, and it is what it is. So I think it's very impressive that as you find ways to improve your products, you do that. I mean, just because you know that we're going to benefit even more.
My goal has never been whatever that little counter on the screen. In fact, when I made this product initially, I didn't think it would be a terribly popular product. I knew the science was there. My goal is your best results on an individual basis. So, of course, our initial product got great reviews with Diosmin. But as more science allowed me to continue to improve the product, as I was able to make it even more affordable, that's my sole goal, is to keep making the product better and better and better. That's the only goal I have, because my goal is to I love seeing those products that have 4.4 and 4.5 and 4.6 star reviews. That means that over 90% of the reviews are positive, and generally 85% are 5-star reviews. And with this product, it's a product that makes some very direct claims, very significant claims, but they're totally consistent with the science, and they're totally consistent with the reviews.
Yeah, it's like Andrew's report card is perfect straight A's, right? I mean, that's what it is. The reviews are like report cards for us.
My parents always expected that.
I'm sure they did.
Yes.
Because that's why Andrew, if his product is not a customer pick, he revamps. Virtually every single thing Andrew brings us is a customer pick. Every item, period.
Well, perfect example. Marine collagen peptides we'll talk about in a little while. It came out not a customer pick. It was around 2.5 to 3 stars because of the flavor. Secure meal replacement, 2.5 to 3 stars because of the flavor. We improved, and it's a gradual process, but both of those are now customer picks. So as I say, the science designs my product, but really you do. Because despite the science, if the product isn't getting well reviewed by you, it goes away until it gets well reviewed by you.
There we go.
Yep.
And I'm excited you're ordering. Over 41,000 people have this on the way.
Wow.
Most of you are getting the big one. Steve, how many left right now in the largest tray? It probably would have already been sold out if we didn't add a few extras.
I think a couple
for
of
tonight.
thousand.
But, okay, so right now they're actually figuring out if they can add more of the big one to our quantities.
At the end of the second hour, we'll come back for a little while to talk about this before it goes away for the evening.
Okay, so are we wrapping this up for now?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to
talk about glucosamine.
Excellent, because there are 2 today's specials, you're right.
And there's a number of interesting products we haven't had, because we have 2 today specials. I haven't quite covered as much of the variety as I would like.
Excellent.
So we're going to cover a few different products in the middle of the show.
So should we head over and talk about glucosamine?
Let's do that.
Okay, so today's special number 2 is glucosamine and chondroitin. And this is a product, it's my understanding that we have not offered this as a today's special
for a few years.
I think it was 2015, the last time it was a today's special. So this is very special to offer this at a big discount, which is what we have for you tonight. And this, again, is your last chance. Final look at this final show. So we'll show you what the choices are. Bottom line, if you did order Circulation in Vein, may I remind you, if you order the largest one here, you're going to get another $10 off. So glucosamine and chondroitin, this is a 120, a 240, a 480, or a 720. Here is our regular everyday pricing. And remember, the 720 goes away after today. That is not a size we normally stock. Here is your today's special pricing. You are literally saving as much as you're spending. Another good example, normally the largest size we offer in glucosamine chondroitin is a 480 count, and that normally would sell for $204.60. So for well less than that, you are getting 720 capsules. So there you go. There is a clock on the screen already for this, but this is another, just as circulation in vein is so beneficial to our circulatory system, to the veins and capillaries in our legs, this is what we need to support the good health of our joints. And it's another example of one people rave about this. This is another example of a notice the difference, feel the difference product when you take it.
Almost the identical proportion of reviews as circulation and vein support are glucosamine and chondroitin, with over 80% being 5-star reviews and almost 95% being positive reviews. What is most unique about this product, or how you differentiate it from everything on the market, because there are now, when I first introduced glucosamine and chondroitin, it was back in 1979. 38 plus years later, 39 years later, it's hard to believe. That's how long I've been making supplements. But over all that time, now other companies obviously make glucosamine and chondroitin products. They've been doing it for about the past 15, 20 years. But we started doing it. The product has continued to evolve and improve, but we've never wavered from one fact and one thing, and that's in terms of glucosamine and chondroitin, it's both the sulfate form. In terms of glucosamine, most of the products on the market are glucosamine hydrochloride, a form of glucosamine that isn't the form the science says you should take. But it's hard to differentiate, it's hard to distinguish it when you're looking at a product in a supermarket or in a pharmacy or a discount store. You see glucosamine on the label. Unless you read the fine print on the back of the label, you don't know that it's the wrong form of glucosamine.
So why on earth would they use the wrong form of glucosamine if they know that it's not as effective as the other kind?
Why would
I don't get it.
Why would you think?
Is it that much cheaper? It must be.
It's a lot cheaper.
Wow.
And also, they get away with using less because of the way the molecular weight of glucosamine works. So what ends up happening is not only is the ingredient a lot cheaper, but they're using less weight of that ingredient as well, so they doubly save. And that's why they use it. In other words, they don't really care about the benefits of their product. They just care about making a product that they could sell as that product, and therefore they use glucosamine hydrochloride. Anyone who spent any time reading the research and the science, and there's specific research and science that says don't use the hydrochloride form, anyone reading the research would never contemplate making a supplement using the hydrochloride form, but they do, and they do simply because it's cheaper for them to make it that way. And most consumers, unless someone is really watching the show here, most consumers don't know. They don't know that there's a difference between glucosamine hydrochloride and glucosamine sulfate. And
I wouldn't have known if you didn't tell us, if you didn't educate us about that.
And what I'll do in a moment, rather than, the reviews on this product are amazing, but rather than read the reviews, I'm going to grab some of the charts on the science that speaks specifically to that. So it's not coming from me, so you can actually see it just as it was written in clinical studies.
And just for the record, there's only a few more than 2,000 total bottles left.
Oh, we've already added several thousand bottles.
Oh my goodness. So just to give you guys heads up on this, this is the big one, for example, we're down into the hundreds on this. So if you would like to order it, get it tonight. It's not been a today's special since 2015. So we're looking at 3 years since we've offered it at a price like this. It is an incredible product. A lot of us have been taking this product for years. I have been taking it for, since Andrew came out with it, my chiropractor told me I have to start taking glucosamine chondroitin and I have to take it for the rest of my life. I have a lower back injury when I was younger. I was a springboard diver and I had a diving accident, and that was back in high school. So ever since high school, I've been going to chiropractors really my whole life after that. And so it has helped so much. It is amazing. I even saw the results on my own x-ray, because this is actually going to help to support the tissues, those delicate tissues. If you have issues with your joints and you want to do what you can to keep those joints healthy, this is a product that is amazing. It really makes an incredible difference. And it could be, for me, it's my back. Maybe for you, it's your neck. It might be your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your fingers, your knees, your hips, your ankles, your toes. I mean, you think of all the joints in our body. This is a product that goes directly to help support the health of our joints. And boy, when your joints feel good, you feel so much better. And if your joints aren't feeling great, they let you know. I mean, our joints can make us feel miserable if our joints are unhappy.
And again, this is not a drug, this is not a medicine, despite other companies and makers of these ingredients liking to attribute those kind of qualities to this. That's not how glucosamine and chondroitin work. Glucosamine and chondroitin work by being structural components for the normal maintenance of these tissues by your body. So just as you would provide calcium for healthy bones, you would provide glucosamine and chondroitin for healthy joints. What I was going to do is read some of the charts here so you could hear it from other people, from objective sources. American Medical Association, perhaps the last source you'd think would be writing something about use of non-pharmaceuticals.
You're right.
Glucosamine sulfate is the first line of defense in supporting the health of the joints, according to the current scientific and regulatory recommendations. Our results suggest that the long-term administration of daily oral glucosamine sulfate at the minimal dose of 1,500 milligrams supports the health of joint cartilage. From the Journal of American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. The preponderance means the majority of scientific and clinical evidence supports the inclusion of glucosamine sulfate in a dose of 1,500 milligrams daily as a component of a joint support program. From the Journal of Family Practice, a combination of glucosamine and chondroitin should be considered viable first-line joint support nutrients. Be sure to tell patients, this is for doctors, to purchase glucosamine sulfate, not glucosamine hydrochloride. So there you have it. That's the form we use, not the form you'll see in most stores.
There you have it.
Unlike many supplements that reach the market completely untested in clinical trials, glucosamine has been the subject of considerable research. Glucosamine is available in multiple forms. The most common are glucosamine hydrochloride and glucosamine sulfate. Glucosamine sulfate is one of the most studied dietary supplements available today. In the last 30 years, many trials have been conducted and published on the effects of glucosamine on the signs and symptoms of normal age-related changes in joint comfort and function. The hydrochloride salt of glucosamine is a common glucosamine product, yet it has received relatively little attention from researchers. Detailed studies conducted by the World Health Organization have shown that sulfur is an extremely important component in the therapeutic effect of glucosamine sulfate. It's not present in glucosamine hydrochloride. Textbook of Natural Medicine, research has shown that sulfur is an extremely important component of glucosamine sulfate, and its substitution is likely to decrease the efficacy of supplemental glucosamine. From the Cleveland Clinic Journal of Medicine, most clinical trials of glucosamine supplementation have used glucosamine sulfate because it is well absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract. However, many of the products sold in the U.S., I think most now, contain glucosamine hydrochloride, a compound about which there is considerably less information. Results with glucosamine sulfate may not apply to glucosamine hydrochloride, but do not apply. From rheumatology, glucosamine sulfate has shown positive effects on symptomatic and structural outcomes of normal age-related changes in joint comfort and function. Results obtained with glucosamine sulfate may not be extrapolated to other salts, like hydrochloride. From rheumatology, most of the negative clinical trials were performed with glucosamine hydrochloride, 500 milligrams, 3 times daily, whereas most of the positive trials were performed with glucosamine sulfate powder at the dose of 1,500 milligrams once daily.
You know, when you read through the reviews, and there are, I mean, again, it's a huge customer pick, but I can't tell you how often when you read the reviews, people say that. They say, I had tried another glucosamine product, it didn't work for me, and that happened to my own mother-in-law. She was using a glucosamine product. Her doctor had recommended it. She was buying something from the grocery store, and it wasn't working. And she just said it wasn't working. And I told my husband, I said, we have to get Mom our glucosamine chondroitin. Long story short, it made a world of difference. So if you've tried another glucosamine product and it didn't help you, it's a very good chance it was the wrong glucosamine. That's another reason we love Andrew. He's not here just to put glucosamine on a label to get us excited and buy it. He wants us to have results. That's the whole point of this, is that he wants us to experience the results. And you're hearing the science. These are serious medical journals that are sharing the science. So if you take the right product, you're going to see those great results. That's it. And
glucosamine hydrochloride, compared to the form of glucosamine sulfate we use, if we just bought the cheapest form of glucosamine hydrochloride out there, I suspect it would have the cost that we're dealing with here. Cut it in half. But I'd be making a product that, if I read the research, that I was just told not to make because it's not going to work. And the product wouldn't have 4.6 stars reviewed and 95% positive reviews. It would get terrible reviews. So my goal, again, is not making a product that I could talk about on air. My goal is making a product that you're going to want to talk about and write a great review of, a product that actually works, that follows the science, and that's exactly what we've done.
Yeah, and I just want to show you something, because also if you were to buy these separately, if you're going to buy glucosamine and chondroitin as separate products, I want you to see the kind of savings we're talking about. For the 720 capsule, just glucosamine 1500 by itself is $99.90. Chondroitin 1200 on its own is almost $160. So at $129.90, you can see for yourself the savings is huge. The savings is remarkable, and that's why we are all stocking up today. And because we have not offered this as a today's special since 2015, in 3 years, this is the best day really ever to buy this product. I hope you're getting yours while supplies last.
Yes, and we'll do a very brief airing of this at the end of the second hour, at the very end, probably just 8 or 10 minutes. So that will be the last look at the special pricing for this product. Again, if you take it following the science, it's 4 capsules daily. Many people take 2 capsules daily. If you follow the science, kind of, I'm talking about circulation, vein, and support, it's 4 capsules daily. You could read the reviews. The best way to take it is 4 capsules daily. That's following the science, and the science on this is consistent if you use the right ingredients, as we do here.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to continue along. Yes. We're about to talk about one of our favorite new products. This is the marine collagen that we love at our house. Carlos and I each
By the way, it's not that new anymore.
I know, I guess it's not. I guess, it's new to me because we just started taking it last year. So for me, it's something new that I've added to my vitamin regimen. And my husband and I both do 2 scoops a day of this. And we use it in the morning in our smoothies. And I've noticed results with this. This is one of those really cool products that you notice a difference in your skin. First of all, that's where I notice the difference right away, is you notice the difference in your skin. People ask me, what kind of hand creams do you use? What blah, blah, blah. And I've actually had Andrew show his hands. I mean, you have really good skin.
Yeah, and well, what I always like to do is...
The elasticity.
That's because obviously, I started my company 39 years ago. I'm no spring chicken, as they say. But when and this is something my goddaughter, who they talked about in school, I think she was in elementary school, and you sort of pinch the skin and you watch it snap back. And someone my age, it should not be snapping back like that.
Exactly. It's
my
that elasticity.
Years.
We still have our elasticity, so it does. It's really nice that it pops.
In marine collagen, I'm talking about it now because the reason why I use marine collagen isn't because it's so wonderful for my skin, which it is. I use it for my joints. I use it because every day I exercise probably for a couple of hours. So that's the most important thing to me, is making sure my joints respond well and heal well in the face of exercise. And when you're talking about glucosamine and chondroitin, those ingredients do their work in a protein matrix in your body, a collagen matrix. That's what this product is all about, collagen. And marine collagen is the most researched form of collagen in terms of benefits. We could get marine collagen domestically from cows or pigs. But the only collagen, well, that wouldn't be marine, it would be collagen, but the only collagen that has the science that excites me is marine collagen, getting it from the company that really has started it all in Japan. So we import this from Japan. Even though collagen is supposed to not be soluble and absorbable, this is soluble, and we'll mix a scoop in some water here so everyone could see.
Yeah,
and
it's virtually is tasteless. So I can do it in water. I put it in my smoothie. You can put it in anything, right?
This is
it dissolves.
This is another one of those products that originally this product came out with, I think, about a 2.5-star review, because our original marine collagen, it was always soluble, but it had sort of a fishy taste. Now our marine collagen has 0 taste. If anything, it has a tinge almost of sweetness to it, but it has 0 flavor at all. So I just put a scoop in there, and that's just water. Obviously, you could put it in a smoothie, oatmeal, oat bran, yogurt. It dissolves, it goes away. Now it has no taste at all, 0 taste, and that's the reason why. And it's not an easy process. When something starts with bad reviews, it's hard to get enough good reviews to carry it over. And I think now this is probably around 4.2 or 4.3. 4.1. I mean, that was hard work. And it's something that this is a product it's protein. It really is not designed to be taken with water, even though that's how I use it. It's ideally mixed in a smoothie or something like that, and that's how it just disappears. It's soluble.
Oh yeah, you don't even taste it.
And if we let this sit here for a moment, what we would notice is we'll look at it in a few moments. That solution will get clear.
Yeah.
because it goes into solution.
Let me show you what the choices are, because we have New Year's pricing on the marine collagen with MSM. We have 30 servings, 60 servings, 120 or 240 servings. Here is our regular HSN pricing. And for the visit, for our New Year's visit with Andrew Lessman, here's your pricing today. You're saving, wow, that's almost like a today's special pricing, $105 off the largest choice, $51.25, $18.45. So nice savings across the board on this. And you just decide the size. We have free shipping and handling. We have flex pay on all 3 of the larger sizes here. So this is a perfect day to buy this and stock up.
And we have a separate MSM, but there's really no need to get the separate MSM because it comes with this. That MSM will breathe life into the glucosamine and chondroitin. That MSM breathes life into our healthy hair, skin, and nails, which also contains MSM. And it also enhances the benefits of marine collagens. All these things work together, whether it's your joints you're targeting, whether it's the health and beauty of your skin you're targeting. And I could read research on this product that pertains to our joints, or I could read research on this product that pertains to our skin and fine lines and wrinkles, elasticity of our skin. So that's something that I think that speaks to all of us. All of us want to look our very best for as long as possible. And marine collagen is really a basic product in that regard, in terms of all the makeup and things we might do, moisturizers and how we cleanse our skin and maintain our skin. It makes more sense to maintain it from the inside so those products have a better canvas to be applied to. But I just want to show everyone, I haven't touched that glass since, and you can see that it's going into solution.
Yep.
And that's just some bubbles at the surface because I poured the water in too aggressively.
No, it's so easy to take. It really
and I'll
is.
Drink it now.
It really is tasteless. You know, you don't notice. People put it in their coffee, put it wherever you want. I mean, that's any kind of a liquid. Like you said, you can mix it into yogurt or oatmeal or anything. We do it in the smoothies. It just makes it really easy. And then later in the day, I'll just drink one with water. Or sometimes I'll put it like in a little almond milk. I mean, it goes into anything because you literally don't, it dissolves. And you don't even know it's there. And the best part today, by the way, I just wanted to show you a chart because the MSM that you've put in this product, the MSM alone in the 240 count is a $55.80 value.
And that had been a popular product of ours.
Right.
Not really anymore because everyone is choosing to get it with their marine collagen peptides. And as I said, it enhances healthy hair, skin, and nails. It enhances glucosamine chondroitin. It enhances marine collagen peptides. So it's an opportunity to just have a comprehensive approach, whether you're trying to approach the best approach for your knees, your joints, your connective tissue throughout your body, or which includes your back, all the different joints, or whether it's something for the beauty of your skin. And maybe quickly, I'll try to find some of the research and science on the skin.
Excellent.
And obviously, the reviews are incredible.
Of course. If you have a minute, go read the reviews. This is weekend special pricing, by the way. So this is your chance. If you aren't taking it yet, try it. I mean, obviously, the health benefits for your joint, fantastic. My husband's, he has one of his doctors, he has a homeopathic doctor, and she had recommended that he start taking this for his knees. His knees were bothering him. So it's one of those things that a lot of doctors recommend it because they know about, you know, the health of our joints. And it's interesting when you hear about collagen, so often, you know, you hear about collagen being put in beauty creams, and we put them on our skin topically. When you use collagen like this, it's a whole different ballgame. And especially when Andrew started talking about, even he was able to talk about cellulite.
That's what I was just
And if you
going
have cellulite, the appearance of cellulite diminishes because it actually helps to smooth out the appearance of your skin. Underneath your skin, where you get kind of the lumpy bumpies, helps to smooth the appearance of your skin. So that's what a lot of us notice. Not only does your skin look better, but it's doing so many great things for your joints and for your body as well. So it's a really cool product. I mean, if you buy it just as a beauty product, great, but the health benefits that go along with it, or you can't ignore those.
I almost forgot to talk about the cellulite benefits, which very quickly, when you think of cellulite, cellulite is that sort of wavy appearance of the skin. And it's the collagen layer, the organization of the collagen layer that is either going to be a barrier of the appearance of the fat below when we look at the skin, because we see it all through the skin. Men, the reason why cellulite isn't as common in men as women is we tend to have thicker skin, a thicker collagen layer. As long as that collagen is well organized and healthy, it hides what lies beneath better. So the health of your collagen, and by providing a collagen peptide such as this, improves the health of the collagen layer, thereby serves to hide the fat below, which is the cellulite we see. But just I grabbed from the dozens of research charts. I was digging through them quickly from journal Skin Pharmacology and Physiology. In conclusion, our findings demonstrate that the oral intake of bioactive collagen peptides reduced skin wrinkles and had positive effects on the dermal matrix synthesis.
Nice.
From Journal of Medicinal Food. Moreover, studies demonstrated a notable improvement in skin elasticity on healthy women who ingested 2.5 grams per day of specific collagen peptides for 8 weeks. 1 scoop is 5 grams.
Great.
So that's half our 1 scoop.
Perfect.
In another clinical trial, a significant increase of type 1 collagen and elastin content was observed in the skin of women who consumed the same specific collagen peptides and dosage for 8 weeks. That means that the skin is maintaining itself healthier. Beside a significant improvement in the cellulite score, results also revealed a significant decrease in the waviness of the thigh skin, as well as dermis density, strengthening after bioactive collagen